Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land, and welcome to DC Fans United. So, with all the negativity and drama on Twitter, and with our favorite characters being killed off in Heroes in Crisis, I figured I would focus on something a little more lighthearted and positive for today's video. So with that in mind, I'm going to be looking at Simpsons Comics Fun House number 18. So this was just on my shelf. It's from 1996, so I was probably like 10 or 11 when I got this. So I just was kind of looking at my shelf, and I was like, this would be kind of a fun thing to look at. So obviously it's not DC, it's Bongo Comics. So if you're familiar with the Simpsons comics, they basically have their own line called Bongo, which does do some other comics as well. So let's see who worked on this. We have Gary Glassberg did the script, and the script is a very important part of this, as it's really obviously a comedic thing, so a lot of it's in the dialogue. Let's see, Stephanie Gladden did the pencils. The inks are by Tim Harkins. Janine Crowell did the letters, and Nathan Kane did the coloring. And they, of course, credit Matt Goring, since it's his creation. So right off, you see the issue is called Get Fatty, obvious parody of Get Shorty. So there is a little, 90s comedy, which is a little dated, but if you get the references, it's still pretty funny. So, as you probably know from the show, McBain, Rainier Wolfcastle is the Arnold Schwarzenegger parody, so Get Shorty, Get Fatty, Arnold parody. Right off the bat, I mean, it's pretty funny, full page, and even after, 22 years of just sitting on a shelf, the colors and everything on this are pretty good still. So, Wolfcastle busts in the window, and he shows up at the White House, and it's pretty funny, too, right off the bat. This guy's like, "Knock off the theatrics, Wolfcastle. Who do you think cleans up every time you show up?" And he's like, "Beats me, Teamsters." So they always made fun of Teamsters back in the day when there were still unions. So then another 90s thing, he shows up at the White House, right? Clearly a parody of Bill Clinton. So he's standing there, he's eating a cheeseburger, and he explains the dilemma, why he called Wolfcastle. So America's got an epidemic, everybody's overweight, and one town in particular stands out, Springfield. So he's going to send fitness guru and action hero Rainier Wolfcastle, there's Homer, Rainier Wolfcastle, to go and, straighten him out. They're delivering lard to the Krusty Burger. A tub a day is all we ask. So, pretty straightforward concept. Everyone in Springfield's overweight. The mayor is hanging out at his office, and Rainier shows up, and that's when everything starts to change for the people of Springfield. So they start feeding, gross shakes to the students instead of their food. Like, he wants to buy fries, and they just have shakes for him. Homer's gonna have withdrawals from donuts because they replaced them with veggie platter. So real lighthearted kind of humor. Honestly, it's surprising how well written this was. Like, I have some of the collected Simpsons books too, not only the floppies, and I'm always surprised at how good the writing is throughout. Almost every panel or two is a little joke, like even the veggies are called crudettes or crudettes or whatever. And he says crud, so you double little joke there. So I don't know, it's really funny. And the mayor comes on the TV and he tells everyone that they're going to have to lose weight, and then has a list of people in particular who are going to have to lose weight. And if they don't lose 10 pounds within 2 weeks, they have to spend 1 year at Shelbyville Maximum Security Fat Farm. So I was thinking, too, I don't know if they could even do this comic today. They'd maybe get accused of fat shaming. Because Bart definitely does. He starts making fun of Homer and says, "You better lay off the snickerdoodles or you're going to become known as the fat man of Alcatraz." And he gets chased off, so pretty funny. So then, Flanders is trying to help out, being Flanders, doing church aerobics. Martin almost gets caught. He's going to get busted by the Looks like the DEA probably, but he's just got cupcakes. Flushes the evidence. So, just real lighthearted, fun, colorful, like, I don't know. I think more comics need to be, like, what's DC's humor comic? Like, just make something silly, too. It doesn't have to be serious all the time. And, like, this is newsprint, obviously. Look how vibrant it still is. I don't know. People always talk about newsprint having acid, which I guess is a problem, but I feel like this is held up really well. So, yeah, Chief Wiggum, see, he's doing the right thing. To motivate himself, he's running on a treadmill looking at a pizza. Although it's pretty gross what he says. I love the smell of sweat and anchovies in the morning. It smells like sweaty anchovies. Alright, hey, whatever works, dude. And then Homer, of course, it looks like he's in hell, but he's just dreaming. And the devil threatens him to be burned at the stake, and he's just like, steak. So then, of course, he wakes up hungry, right? Like, he's dreaming he's in hell like it's a nightmare, but he just wakes up and he's like, what a tasty dream, I'm starved. He's going to go to the refrigerator, but he gets stopped by the DEA type guys again. And they're saying, let's see. Oh, he's pretending he's sleepwalking. That's pretty smart. It's a good trick. So everyone's going to the Krusty Burger still. He's making tons of money, but now he's just selling them, vegetarian food. Who wants avocado with extra sprouts? So he's making a killing on that. And they replaced the squishies with wheat germ. So sucks for Bart. Bart's having a tough time of it. Homer, though, he's cheating. He's acting like he's going to go work out. He goes and eats that's going to get him in trouble later. He's eating an ultimate TV dinner. So at the very next panel, we see they're doing the weigh-in. This isn't the final, though. This is the weigh-in just to test them, see how they're doing. So Homer's trying to hide. Of course, they call his name, though. And he has to go. He has to face the music. Oh, you gained 3 pounds, fatso. Oh, the crowd's booing him. That's some fat shaming. Boy, I don't know. It's pretty toxic. So anyways, they're all yelling at him. It's funny, too, because they're all yelling, right? They're all pissed off. And then Flanders, he's like, there, neighbor. I know how you feel. I have the darndest time controlling my habit of comforting people at inappropriate times. Oh, my. I like that. That's subtle humor. So then even Barney's like, you're a disgrace, Homer. I lost weight and all I did was shower. Or bathe. Same idea. So Homer's all bummed out. And he's looking at all the good times he had eating. His family there. But he expects his family to console him, but they're all just mad. Because if the town loses weight and the guys all complete their weight loss goal, the town gets a water park. So everyone's really invested in it, too. So Bart busts out this picture of Patty and Selma to encourage Homer not to eat. And he's like, good work, boy. So, another good joke at Patty and Selma's expense. So then we get our montage. Homer's on board. He kicks in the door while Rainier's in the tub. Gets him to train him. So then we get our montage like you'd see on Rocky or something. Look at that, pulling him. So Homer's trying his best to lose weight. And then they have the big weigh-in. He steps on the scale. Oh, he's 1 ounce short of his goal. So here's what they do. They call up Otto at the blood mobile, and he drains 1 ounce of blood out of Homer, and then he lost enough weight so that he won. So there you go. And then Springfield gets their water park. So they're all celebrating. But of course, it can't just be a, nice little thing. Turns out Mr. Burns wanted to build the water park to run tests on the people. And then this is the best part. The president, it's clearly Bill Clinton, but he's like, it looks like we made out like bandits, eh, Burnsy? And Mr. Burns like, Burnsy, I told you 1,000 times. It's Mr. Burns to you. He's like, sorry, sir. So, of course, the rich businessman can boss around the politician. I didn't really get that when I was a kid, but now it's like, well, yeah, that's some good satire. So, that was pretty good. So then they actually have, back in the day, they used to have letters. So people would write in letters, and they would run some of them and respond to them. It's pretty cool. I wish they did that more, although I don't know if people write in. Goosebumps ad from the olden days. So then there's another little comic. It's just in the back here. See, there's like that, and you flip the comic around, turn it around. So there's a little one shot there with Milhouse. So it's actually just kind of a good little moral story. He wants to buy this baseball card, but it costs too much. He says he's getting ripped off. Comic book guy overreacts and bans him from the store. Funny little joke about who's banned for life as well. Sideshow Bob, and of course Snake, and Homer. I don't know what Homer did to get banned. So he's all bummed out. And then, oddly enough, the baseball card he wants, is on Ralph's bicycle. Ralph's using it like, kids do. Put a card on their wheel to make the noise. So he steals the card, grabs it off his bike, and Ralph goes. And then he's only happy for a second because then he feels guilty. Baseball card's actually talking to him and telling him he did the wrong thing. Feels bad, so he sneaks into Ralph's house to put the card back. Of course, his dad's a cop and gets a drop on him, but Ralph says he's just there to play. Takes advantage of the situation. So then Milhouse has to go through this whole ordeal of playing with Ralph. And, it's just this whole thing. But eventually he puts the baseball card back. He's relieved and he runs out, but on his way out, he knocks over a box, and it turns out they had a whole bunch of counterfeit baseball cards because he's a police chief, and they'd seized them. So just a fun little moral thing, like don't steal, just kind of a good little bonus. So not too bad. Got a whole 2 comics and letters and whatnot, and it was $225? So good, fun little thing. All right, so that's all for now. Thought I'd review something other than DC. I am probably going to be reviewing DC Giants Superman #4 pretty soon, and then, just countdown and all that other good stuff. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Be sure to hit the bell for notifications. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We're almost up to 1,400 subscribers, so pretty awesome. But, all right, that's all for now. Thanks for watching and being a part of DC Fans United.